Imagine waking up one morning after 50 and feeling like a part of yourself has quietly disappeared. Not because you are sick, not because you have lost your ability to enjoy life, but because somewhere along the years, your energy, confidence, and connection with your own body slowly changed. The mirror looks familiar, but something feels different. You may notice that your mornings do not feel the same as they once did. Your body takes longer to wake up. Your energy levels are lower. Your confidence is not as strong. And maybe quietly, you have wondered a question that many men over 50 think about but rarely say out loud. Is this just aging, or is there something I can do? Today, we are going to talk about something surprisingly simple, something that happens before your day even begins. Your morning routine. Because according to many urologists and health researchers, the first hour after waking can influence some of the most important systems in your body, including blood circulation, hormone balance, stress levels, energy production, and sexual health. And no, this is not about a magic pill. It is not about chasing unrealistic promises of becoming 25 again. It is about understanding your body, respecting the changes that come with age, and making small daily choices that help your body work at its best. Many men believe sexual health after 50 is only about one thing. But they are wrong. Sexual health is not just about performance. It is about circulation. It is about hormones. It is about confidence. It is about how much energy you have when you wake up. It is about how your heart, brain, blood vessels, and reproductive system communicate with each other. Your body is not made of separate parts. Everything is connected. The same habits that protect your heart often protect your sexual health. The same foods that support healthy blood vessels can also support erectile function. The same lifestyle choices that improve your energy can influence your hormones and overall longevity. And this is where the morning routine becomes powerful, because every morning gives your body a message. When you wake up, your body is asking, are we preparing for strength today? Or, are we preparing for survival? The choices you make in those first moments can influence your nervous system, your metabolism, and your hormonal environment. Think about a man named David. David was 58 years old. For most of his life, he considered himself healthy. He worked hard, provided for his family, and rarely complained. But over time, he started noticing small changes. He was tired more often. He stopped exercising because he felt he did not have the same energy. His confidence began to decrease. And the hardest part was not physical. The hardest part was what happened inside his mind. He started feeling older than he actually was. Many men experience this silently. They do not talk about it with friends. They do not always talk about it with their partners. They simply accept it as something that happens with age. But aging does not mean giving up. Aging means adapting. The human body has an incredible ability to respond to better habits. Even later in life, your body is constantly rebuilding itself. Your blood vessels can improve. Your muscles can become stronger. Your energy systems can become more efficient. Your hormones can be supported through lifestyle, and your sexual health can benefit from the same foundation. One of the first things many urologists emphasize is understanding what happens in the morning. When you wake up, your cortisol levels naturally rise. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone, but that description is incomplete. You actually need cortisol. Healthy cortisol levels help you wake up, focus, and have energy. The problem happens when your body is constantly stressed. Chronic stress can affect testosterone production, increase inflammation, disturb sleep, and negatively influence sexual desire. This is why a healthy morning routine is not just about what you eat. It begins with how you start your day. Many successful aging experts recommend avoiding immediately reaching for your phone when you wake up. Why? Because the first thing your brain receives can influence your mental state. Imagine waking up and immediately seeing stressful news, problems, emails, and responsibilities. Your nervous system enters reaction mode before your feet even touch the floor. Instead, many experts recommend giving yourself a few quiet moments. Take deep breaths. Allow your body to transition naturally from sleep to wakefulness. Expose yourself to natural sunlight if possible. Morning sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls sleep, energy, and hormone patterns. And this matters because testosterone production is closely connected with sleep quality and your natural daily rhythm. A man who sleeps poorly does not just feel tired. Poor sleep can affect mood, metabolism, and hormones. Many men search for ways to improve sexual health, but ignore one of the most important foundations: quality sleep. Your body does some of its most important repair work while you sleep. During deep sleep, your brain restores itself, your muscles recover, your hormones are regulated, your body prepares for the next day. This is why a powerful morning routine actually begins the night before. But once you wake up, there are several simple habits that can support your body. One of those habits involves something that has been consumed for thousands of years: a small food, a simple food, but one that contains powerful nutrients connected to heart health, brain health, and healthy aging: nuts. Many people think of nuts as just a snack, but certain nuts contain nutrients that can support the systems involved in sexual health. They contain healthy fats, minerals, antioxidants, and plant compounds that influence circulation and inflammation. However, not every nut affects your body in exactly the same way. Each one has a unique nutritional profile, and understanding how they work can help you make smarter choices. Let's start with one of the most researched nuts when it comes to men's health: walnuts. Walnuts are often called a brain food, but their benefits go far beyond the brain. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid. These healthy fats help support cardiovascular health. And why does cardiovascular health matter for sexual health? Because erections depend heavily on blood flow. The blood vessels involved in sexual function are very sensitive. When blood vessels become less flexible due to aging, inflammation, poor diet, or lifestyle factors, circulation can be affected. Healthy blood vessels allow blood to move efficiently throughout the body. This includes the tissues involved in sexual response. Walnuts also contain antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is like internal damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Over time, excessive oxidative stress can contribute to inflammation and aging. By supporting a healthier internal environment, walnuts may help protect overall vascular function. But there is something deeper about walnuts. They remind us of a larger truth about aging. The goal is not to fight your body. The goal is to support your body. Many men spend years criticizing their changing bodies. They focus only on what they have lost. But health improvement begins when you start asking a different question. What can I give my body today? A handful of walnuts in the morning is not a miracle. But combined with movement, sleep, stress management, and good nutrition, small actions become powerful because health is not created by one decision. It is created by repeated decisions. One morning, one meal, one walk, one healthy choice at a time. Now, walnuts are only the beginning. Another nut that deserves attention is almonds. Almonds have a unique combination of nutrients that can support metabolism, Heart health and hormone function, they contain magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of processes in the body. Magnesium plays a role in muscle function, energy production, and nervous system regulation. And your nervous system plays a major role in sexual health. The brain is where desire begins. The nerves are the communication system. The blood vessels deliver the response. Everything must work together. This is why sexual health is a reflection of your overall health. A body that is supported from the inside often performs better from the outside. Almonds also contain vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage. They provide healthy fats and fiber, which can support better blood sugar control. And blood sugar matters more than many people realize. When blood sugar remains consistently high, it can damage blood vessels and nerves over time. That is one reason metabolic health and sexual health are closely connected. A healthy morning routine is not about one special food. It is about creating an environment where your body can function properly. Now, there is another important piece that many men overlook after 50, the connection between testosterone and lifestyle. Testosterone naturally changes with age. That is normal. But the amount of decline varies greatly between individuals. Lifestyle factors such as excess stress, poor sleep, lack of exercise, and unhealthy eating patterns can influence hormone health. This is why improving daily habits can be valuable. You are not trying to become someone else. You are helping your body operate more efficiently. And later in this video, we will discuss several more morning habits and specific foods that can support circulation, prostate health, energy, and healthy aging, because one of the biggest mistakes men make after 50 is believing that their best years are behind them. They are not. The body changes. But the possibility of improvement remains. The question is not, can I return to my younger self? The better question is, how can I become the strongest version of myself today? Because confidence does not come from pretending you are young. Confidence comes from knowing you are taking care of yourself. And tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, you have another opportunity to choose strength, another opportunity to choose health, another opportunity to remind your body that you still value it. And that simple morning decision may be the beginning of a completely different chapter. The most interesting thing about the human body is that it never truly stops responding. Many people believe that after a certain age, the body simply declines and there is nothing meaningful they can do. But science tells us something much more encouraging. Your body is always listening. It listens to what you eat. It listens to how you move. It listens to how you sleep. It listens to the way you manage stress. Every day, your habits send signals. Some signals tell your body to protect itself, repair itself, and become stronger. Other signals tell your body that it is under constant pressure. And the morning is one of the most important moments because it sets the direction for the entire day. Think about your morning like the first page of a book. The first page does not contain the entire story, but it gives you a sense of where the story is going. A rushed, stressful morning often creates a rushed, stressful day, but a calm, intentional morning creates space for better decisions. This is especially important for men over 50 because the body becomes more sensitive to lifestyle choices. When you are younger, your body can sometimes recover from poor sleep, unhealthy food, and stress. But as you age, your body asks for more support. This is not weakness, it is biology. A wise man does not ignore his body. He learns how to work with it. And this brings us to another powerful nut that has gained attention for supporting men's health: pistachios. Pistachios are small, but they contain a surprising combination of nutrients. They provide protein, healthy fats, antioxidants, and minerals that support overall wellness. One reason pistachios are interesting for sexual health is their connection to blood vessel function. Remember, healthy sexual function depends heavily on circulation. Blood vessels need to expand and relax properly. A substance called nitric oxide plays an important role in this process. Nitric oxide acts like a communication signal inside blood vessels, helping them widen and allowing blood to move more efficiently. Certain nutrients found in plant-based foods can support the body's natural production of nitric oxide. Pistachios contain compounds that may contribute to better vascular function, but the lesson is bigger than one nut. The lesson is that the same system that protects your heart also protects your sexual health. Many men separate these ideas. They think, my heart is one thing and my sexual health is another. But the body does not work that way. The blood vessels throughout your body are connected. The health of your arteries influences many areas of your life. This is why doctors often say that changes in sexual function can sometimes be an early signal to pay attention to cardiovascular health. Your body communicates with you. You just have to learn how to listen. Now, let's talk about a nut that has become especially interesting in research involving men's reproductive health: Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are extremely rich in selenium. Selenium is a mineral that the body needs in small amounts, but it plays important roles in antioxidant protection and thyroid function. The thyroid affects metabolism, energy, and many processes throughout the body. Brazil nuts have also been studied because selenium is involved in normal reproductive function, healthy sperm production, hormone metabolism, and cellular protection all depend on a complex balance of nutrients. However, this is where many people make a mistake. They hear about one nutrient and assume more is always better. But nutrition does not work like that. More is not always better. The body needs balance. A small amount of Brazil nuts can provide significant selenium, but excessive intake is unnecessary. The goal is not to overload your body. The goal is to nourish it. This is one of the biggest differences between a short-term health trend and a true lifestyle change. A trend asks, what can I take? Wisdom asks, how can I create balance? And balance is one of the foundations of healthy aging. Now let's talk about another morning habit that can influence sexual health: hydration. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But after hours without water during sleep, your body wakes up in a mildly dehydrated state. Blood is made mostly of water. When you are properly hydrated, your circulation can function more efficiently. Your energy levels can improve. Your body can perform normal processes more effectively. Many people start their morning with coffee immediately. And coffee itself is not necessarily a problem for most people. In fact, moderate coffee consumption has been associated with several potential health benefits. The issue is not coffee. The issue is replacing everything else with coffee. Your body needs water. It needs nutrients. It needs movement. It needs sunlight. It needs proper recovery. A strong morning routine is built on foundations, not shortcuts. Now imagine a different kind of morning. You wake up. Instead of immediately grabbing your phone, you sit quietly for a minute. You drink a glass of water. You open the curtains and allow natural light into the room. You take a few deep breaths. You move your body gently. You eat a balanced breakfast that includes protein, healthy fats, and nutrient-rich foods. You are not rushing. You are sending a message to your body. I am taking care of you. That message matters because your mental state influences your physical state. Psychology and biology are connected. A man who feels helpless often behaves differently than a man who feels responsible for his health. Confidence grows through action, not through waiting. Now, there is another important part of the morning routine that many men overlook: movement. You do not need to become a professional athlete. You do not need to spend hours in the gym, but your body was designed to move. Movement improves circulation. It helps maintain muscle. It supports insulin sensitivity. It reduces stress. And it sends positive signals throughout the body. Muscle is especially important after 50. Why? Because muscle is not just about appearance. Muscle is an active tissue. It influences metabolism, strength, balance, and independence. Resistance training, walking, stretching, and regular movement can all contribute to healthier aging. And healthier aging supports sexual health, because sexual confidence is not created in isolation. It comes from feeling connected to your body. Many men over 50 lose confidence, not because they have completely lost ability, but because they have stopped trusting their bodies. They begin avoiding activities. They stop challenging themselves. They become disconnected. But small victories rebuild confidence. A morning walk, a healthier meal, better sleep, a few minutes of exercise. These small actions remind you, I am still capable, and that belief has powerful effects. Now, let's return to nuts, because there is another one worth discussing. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts contain healthy fats, vitamin E, minerals, and antioxidants. Vitamin E is known for its role in protecting cells from oxidative stress. Every cell in your body faces stress from daily processes. Over time, protecting cells becomes increasingly important. This includes cells involved in hormone production, blood vessels, and overall reproductive health. Hazelnuts also fit into a heart-healthy eating pattern. And again, the connection returns to circulation. Healthy circulation is one of the foundations of sexual wellness. Think of your blood vessels like a transportation system. If roads become damaged or blocked, transportation slows down. The same concept applies inside your body. Healthy arteries allow nutrients, oxygen, and blood to reach where they are needed. This is why many doctors focus less on one specific sexual health food and more on improving the entire body. The body does not have separate health departments. Everything communicates. Your heart communicates with your blood vessels. Your brain communicates with your hormones. Your muscles communicate with your metabolism. Your lifestyle communicates with all of them. This is why a morning routine can be so powerful. It creates a daily environment where your body has the resources it needs. But there is one more piece that many men ignore. A piece that can quietly affect testosterone, desire, and energy. Stress. Stress is not just something you feel emotionally. Stress creates physical changes. When stress remains high for long periods, it can influence sleep, inflammation, appetite, and hormone balance. Many men carry stress without realizing it: financial pressure, work responsibilities, family concerns, health worries. The mind carries these burdens, and the body feels them. This is why a calm morning matters. Even 5 minutes of quiet breathing, reflection, prayer, meditation, or simply sitting in silence can help create a healthier mental state. You are teaching your nervous system that every day does not need to begin with urgency. You are creating control. And control is deeply connected with confidence. Aging well is not about avoiding every problem. It is about developing the strength to handle challenges. The man who takes care of himself in the morning is not just improving his health. He is protecting his future. He is protecting his independence. He is protecting his ability to enjoy relationships. experiences, and life itself, because the true goal is not just living longer. The true goal is living better. And in the next part, we will bring everything together. We will create a complete morning routine after 50, from the first minute after waking, to breakfast choices, exercise habits, hormone-supporting practices, prostate-friendly foods, and the mistakes that silently damage sexual health. Because your morning is not just the beginning of your day, it is the beginning of your future. At the end of the day, improving your sexual health after 50 is not about chasing your younger years. It is about respecting the years you have earned. Your body has carried you through decades of responsibilities, challenges, stress, victories, and unforgettable moments. It deserves care. It deserves attention. It deserves a second chance to perform at its best. Many men spend too much time thinking about what has changed. They focus on the energy they no longer have, the strength they no longer feel, the confidence they believe they have lost. But the truth is this: you are not finished. Your story is not over. Your body is still capable of adapting. Every morning gives you a new opportunity to influence your future. The glass of water you drink, the sunlight you allow into your eyes, the walk you take, the healthy food you choose, the nuts you add to your breakfast, the stress you learn to manage, the sleep you protect. These choices may look small in the moment, but small choices repeated every day create powerful results. A stronger body is not built overnight. It is built through consistency. A healthier heart is not created by one perfect meal. It is created through thousands of better decisions, better energy, better circulation, better hormone balance, better confidence. They all come from the same foundation: taking care of yourself. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is that sexual health is not just about what happens in the bedroom. It is about how you feel when you wake up. It is about looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself. It is about having the energy to enjoy your partner, your family, your hobbies, and your life. It is about feeling alive. Because aging does not mean becoming invisible. It does not mean accepting weakness. It does not mean the best chapters are behind you. Sometimes the most meaningful transformation happens later in life because you finally understand what your body needs. You stop ignoring yourself. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You begin today. Tomorrow morning, before the world demands your attention, give yourself a few moments. Drink water, breathe. Choose foods that support your body. Remind yourself that you are still investing in your future. The goal is not to become 30 again. The goal is to become the healthiest, strongest, and most confident version of yourself at your current age, because true vitality does not come from a number on a calendar. It comes from the choices you make every single day. So if you are watching this and you are over 50, remember this: your body is not your enemy. It is your lifelong companion. Listen to it, support it, take care of it, and it will continue to serve you for many years ahead. If you found this information valuable, make sure to like this video because it helps more men discover these important health messages. Share this with someone who may need encouragement. Leave a comment and tell us, what is one healthy morning habit you are going to start tomorrow? Your experience could inspire another person. And if you want more science-based videos about healthy aging, testosterone, prostate health, energy, and improving your quality of life after 50, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Remember, a better morning can create a better day. A better day can create a better life. And a better life can begin with one simple decision: taking care of yourself today.